Okay, Tyler and Melissa, I'm giving you a brief tour of the garden. We are on the deck, and that's what it looks like. Now we're going to walk down the deck, and I'm going to show you some of my greens that are growing. The fountain, I think, looks pretty good with lobelia around it, the blue flowers. And I like the coleus. And a lot of lambs here with some regalia, the little shrubs, and the allium are the tall flowers that have already bloomed. And here is a pot that's got a bunch of mustard greens and pansies in it. It's a little bit over the season. It's getting kind of looking a little messy there, but still eating it. And little pathway. I have to show off my fairy house just because it took so much time to do it. So there's the fairy house. And these shrubs are hydrangeas called quickfires that are looking pretty good. I think they're starting to bud out. Starting to get a few daylilies blooming on this side, and around here, hillside garden. This thing sticking up are red hot pokers. They looked better a couple weeks ago. And then there's the notorious hill, which is a pain to mow. Now we're gonna walk back up, and I'm gonna show you. There's some yarrow and clematis. Not blooming right now. These are daylilies that are getting ready to bloom. And this is a crepe myrtle that's filling out. It'll look nice here, and it should bloom in July. And another crepe myrtle, and this is Baptisia. Got a pot with coleus. And then this is my seven sun tree. I love it. It's not doing much right now, but it usually has spring flowers and fall berries, so it's really pretty nice. So now we're over here, and I'm going to show you this pot that I got some mustard greens mixed in with flowers. And these are limelight hydrangeas surrounded by lobelia. And this is some type of stone crop sedum with the yellow flowers, and the little purple flowers is some spreading thyme. Got a few zinnias in. Of course, the fountain is always nice. Rabbits have been eating my zinnias and marigolds, so they don't look so good. It's another pot that multicolored croton with some dianthus and some viney thing that I'm not sure what it is. Some Carl Forester grass, I believe, back there. Got another crepe myrtle and a couple of more coleus. Give you a view of the yard this way. I think it looks pretty good. So now we're over here where I've got some more kitchen veggies. So this little pot has a sage and some rainbow kale. This little mustard green. This is basil, mojito, mint, and lavender. Just another little pot. This pot is planted in the spring, just a lot of greens, mustard greens, and then a little bit of kale in the middle, but it's hanging in there. I think it's okay. It's a little sad. Hibiscus. This pot I think looks pretty good. It was just a combination one that I added some kale to that has really gone crazy and yummy. This is kind of a sad little pot, but it's mostly arugula. I'm not even sure what that back stuff is. Oak leaf hydrangea. This little pot is some kale and mustard greens. My lettuce looks a little bit sad too. And more mustard greens and some marigolds and a little bit of parsley in there. But now this is my tomato plant, and I think it looks awesome. It is an heirloom Amana orange, and it was a starter that a friend gave me, and it's doing good. Don't ask me what this variegated plant is, I forget. Maybe Amsonia, not sure. But I'm really excited about that tomato plant. Looking good. These are some more greens that they are looking a little overdone. And here is your dad's sculpture he made for Mother's Day, and I think it looks kind of cool right there. So this area, there's another pot with some more mustard greens and kale. Another hydrangea that's a limelight, should be blooming in another couple weeks. This is a magnolia tree that is blooming. Here's a bud on it. It looks and smells really nice. And then this area looks pretty good. No veggies over there until you get over here by my archway. And then we've got some parsley and dill in that pot. And then this arbor, I am growing a spinach vine, and it is called Malabar, and it should fill up this whole arbor by the end of the summer, and with purple flowers, and it's edible. So that's kind of cool. So now I'm going to turn around and go into the garden, really into the sun here, but I wanted to show you what it looks like coming this way. So now we're walking in, we'll get out of the sun, and this area, a lot of creeping Jenny. This little tree is a little dogwood, which started from just a little twig a couple years ago, and it's really doing good. Here are some more mustard greens around here, and that tall yellow stuff is called rue, and it's a pollinator for butterflies. And we've got a bunch of daisies that are getting ready to pop. And here's a dogwood. It's blooming, and some coreopsis, moonbeam coreopsis. The purple bush here is a 9-bark, and there is a blue muffin viburnum behind it. We've got different salvia, yarrow, catmint, irises. That's a kaleidoscope, abelia. Got some more the blue flowers, I believe are speedwells. These little guys here these 3 are millennium alliums, and they're going to be kind of a bluish purple. They're getting ready to bloom. Lilac bush, no, that's not lilac, that's a magnolia. It blooms in the spring. Here's a coral bark, Japanese maple. We've got various hostas. There's a bloodgood Japanese maple, more hostas, shade, shade, shade. And then here is what it looks like from this corner, from this angle, looking back at the house. It's very peaceful back here. A lot of birds. There was a bluebird. So a lot of ajuga and irises. Looks really purple, pretty purple in the spring. And I think that's about it. That's all I'm going to show you. So I'll end it with the fountain. Love you guys. Bye-bye.